What's up, guys? George back again to do another update. This one is a CD update. I think this is the first time I ever did all CDs. I've gotten a lot of stuff over the past 3 or 4 months, um, especially from Amazon, like, stuff for like a penny. New releases for a lot cheaper than buying them. It seems like CDs are starting to disappear. I know it's been going on for a while now, but now it seems like they're really hard to find now, especially independent stuff. I get a lot of stuff from independent bands still in the mail. A lot of them aren't worth talking about, but I figure I'll show you the latest batch of stuff that I got. So we'll start with these three. I got 3 titles from a label called Alive. Natural Sound. I got these direct. All 3 of them are absolutely fantastic new artists. The first one up is Prima Donna, 9 Lives and 45s. Very 70s, cheap trick, maybe with a little Wild Hearts thrown in. There's the disc. The inside is a digipack, which I'm not a huge fan of, but they kind of remind me of mini albums too. These guys are fantastic. This is like their 4th album, I think, 3rd or 4th record. I've been following their career since the beginning. This is their first album for the Alive Natural Sound label. I do believe these 3 titles are available on vinyl, but these were super cheap, so I decided to get the CDs, and then if I see the vinyl anywhere for cheaper, I will pick them up. But it's kind of hard nowadays to pick up vinyl when you can get CDs so cheap. Especially if you're on a budget or something like I am. I'm not spending a lot of money on records anymore right now. Anyway, I've been buying collections from Craigslist and stuff like that. So lately, I've been trying to watch what I'm buying in the stores. I resell a lot of stuff. So next up is Datura 4. This is called Demon Blues. Again, on the Alive Natural Sound label. Really killer. Bluesy, heavy blues. Not like sludgy or anything, but kind of cool, like AC/DC-ish, Nashville Pussy, but not as fast, not as punky, I guess it would be. But really killer band. And lastly, probably my favorite of the bunch, Left Lane Cruiser. Dirty Spliff Blues, really killer, like early ZZ Top. There's the back, there's the inside. Yeah, really, really awesome album. Like I said, early ZZ Top, Southern Texas, kind of swampy hard rock, really killer. Next up is an independent CD on Dive Bomb, local band here in Philly, back in the late 80s, early 90s, thrash band called Dominance. I haven't opened this yet because I have the original demos, which all these tracks are taken from and remastered, I believe. I got this for like, I think $6 or $8 on their website, or I forget how I got there, their Facebook page maybe. But I remember seeing these guys way back in the day at the Empire Rock Club. But cool thrash. If you like late 80s, early 90s thrash, I would suggest them. Next up is the latest CD from Bonafide. Denim Devils is the title. I believe this is their 4th full length, with Pontius Snib on vocals and guitar. Pontius was in Jason and the Scorchers as their drummer for a little bit. He may still be. I don't know if he is, though. But in this band, he plays guitar and sings. Kind of AC/DC, you know, like Swedish AC/DC type stuff. Really killer though. I like this a lot. This album, I didn't like the last album too much. I didn't care for it too much. It seemed like it was rushed or it was demos or something. It's a brand new album though, really killer. You can get that fairly cheap. This I just got in the mail from Demon Doll Records. I haven't opened this yet. Bitch Queens, Kill Your Friends. I have their first EP. I think it was an EP. This is their full length. Kind of your typical Swedish sleaze type shit. I love the EP, and I heard samples off this record. I like this a lot too, so I'll be cracking this week, probably in the car, listening to that. Next up is another Philly local band from back in the 80s, mid 80s, I guess. Yeah, 1985. White Fox. This is from FNA Records. White Fox has had various members over the years, including like Mark Evans from Heaven's Edge was the bass player for them. Tippa Spars from World War III was in that band as a singer at one point. I think this is earlier than that though. But I know there's another White Fox CD out on Retrospect Records that has the Tippa material. I don't know if you can get that anymore, but that's really cool. I just got this in the mail too. This is a brand new record. I forget where they're from. Another independent release. The band's called Generation Swine. Fuel and Fire is the name of the album. 80s sleaze hard rock, I guess. I mean, you know, they're a brand new band, but check them out. They got that whole look. It seems like a lot of that stuff's starting to happen again in the States. A lot more hard rock bands are starting to crop up. I know it recycles itself every 5 to 10 years, so I guess we're in that recycling of the hard rock, long hair, sleazy, glam stuff. This one I got on Amazon. It's an import. I showed in my last update, I showed the full-length debut album from this band. It's The Professionals. This is their actual debut that was never released. So they took tracks from this record and re-recorded them for the major label release. I guess they reissued the original sessions in England within the last couple years. So if you like that Sex Pistols kind of punk with a little more pop to it, I would suggest checking out the Professionals. They're a really cool band. I like this a lot. I think I like the album a little better though. I just got this one this week too. I haven't opened this yet, but I heard the tracks online. It's Lucifer and the Howling Demons. Very sleazy, kind of like Crank County Daredevils type shit. But it's 13 songs on here. There's a bonus track. I guess it says CD bonus track, but I don't know. I don't remember seeing this on vinyl on their website. I got this direct from them, so I'm looking forward to hearing the whole album. Another one I just got from I get this one. I guess Amazon too. And I haven't opened this yet, but again, I listened to samples online. It's like a Backyard Babies, hardcore superstar type. It's a new band called Hard Action. The album's called Sinister Vibes. It's on Smart Records in, I think, Sweden, I guess. I don't think this is out here, but if you go, I got it from Amazon from a secondhand seller. I think Amazon wants like $27 for it, but the secondhand seller was selling them brand new for $10 or something like that. So I picked that up. Next up is a new album from an old band. It's their first album in 40 years. Something ridiculous like that. 45 years or something. It's the Sonics. It's called This Is the Sonics. It was recorded in mono. Super killer garage rock. All original members that were in the band originally in the 60s are back on this. This is fantastic. If you like the Sonics early stuff, you'll love this shit. It's just really killer. Really cool. Another digipack. Seems like a lot of releases nowadays are digipack. This is out on vinyl, but I got this for super cheap, brand new. It was like $6 or $7. The vinyl's like $20, so I was happy to get that. Next up is the brand new album from Hardcore Superstar. It's called HCSS. It was just released, I think, last month or the month before. Kind of throwback to their early days on this record. Kind of real sleazy hard rock. Pretty good. They've always been the kind of band that half the record's killer and the other half's just okay. I would say more than half of this record's good, really good. If you like Hardcore Superstar, pick it up. I don't know if there's any vinyl release on this or not, but it's killer though, and you can get it cheap. Another one from FNA record, or not FNA, from Demon Doll, is Speed Stroke. Another like Wild Hearts meets Backyard Babies type stuff. Really cool band, I thought. Very reminiscent of the early Wild Hearts, the album cover. The first Wild Hearts EP had this almost the same album cover, so I don't know if that was the vibe they were going for on this or what, but pretty cool though. Next up, I picked up a used copy of the Van Halen Tokyo Dome concert. It was just released a couple months ago, I guess. 3-4 months ago. Killer digipack. The sound on this is great. Vocals, it's all live, no overdubs on it. Nice production. Vocally, it's hit or miss. Really, Dave, you know, Dave doesn't really sing anymore. He talks kind of. He sings some of it. It's good. It's definitely cool to have like a document of the tour. So next up is another one from FNA Records, Bombshell Crush. Basically a reissue of their first album with some bonus tracks on it, which I kind of had a feeling it was when I ordered it, but because I already had the original one. But if you like Cheap Trick, power pop, hard rock, then definitely check these guys out. And it's cool, their website, you can listen to I think every track on the record to get a feel for what it is. Next up is the latest two records from Michael Schenker. The first one is from I think 2013. It's Bridge the Gap. This is his Temple of Rock project that he's been doing. He hasn't done anything in the past 10-15 years that I gave a shit about. I just thought it was mediocre crap, basically. But these two records, this record and his newest one, Spirit on a Mission, are probably some of the best Schenker material that I've heard in 25 years. Classic heavy riffs, good singer. Doogie White's on this, the singer. He was in Rainbow for a little bit. Francis Buchholz plays bass. Herman Rarebell plays drums, I think from Scorpions fame. Wayne Finley, a killer band. They had a first album out that wasn't very good because it just seemed like it was a mishmash of tracks, you know, thrown together and called Temple of Rock. But these two and that album too didn't have Doogie White, and it didn't have some the players. It was just kind of all different artists on it. But these two are full band albums. The current band, all 5 guys, and I'm telling you, it makes a big difference. These 2 albums, definitely check these albums out. Fantastic. I thought they were. Schenker's definitely back on that stuff. Next up is another one from F&A Records, and that's Tiger Tales. It's called Lost Reels. It's basically demo stuff from all different periods. I guess mostly more current than old stuff. This was just okay. It seems like a lot of drum machine on this, or a lot of drum loops and stuff like that. Didn't really hit me like their old stuff did. I was hoping it was going to be like demos from like the second album. The first album with Kim Hooker on it. What the hell was that called? It's a blue one. Whatever. It was on Music for Nations. I forget the name of it, but that was probably my favorite Tiger Tales record. Next up, a new wave of traditional heavy metal. Brand new album from Enforcer called From Beyond. This could be one of the best metal albums of the year. Classic 80s Judas Priest kind of heavy metal. I mean, it's really, really good record. I like their other record. I think they have 2 other records, but this one by far smokes the other 2, I think. I mean, it's just my opinion, but I thought it was really good. Next up, I showed the vinyl for this record last time. I got the CD too, the first Mothership record, kind of Sabbath-y, mountain type, trippy shit. Really cool. Really cool band. So that's the CD for that one, and I also picked up Mothership 2. And this is their second album. Again, Sabbath-y, heavy metal-y, really killer. I just got an email from this label. This is on that Ripple Music where I got the LPs from before. That they have a live record coming out, which I probably won't get. I'm not a live. I don't dig live albums that much. But if I get it, if it's cheap, I'll get it on CD or something. But definitely check these guys out. If you haven't heard of Mothership, do yourself a favor and check them out. They're really killer. Every time, distractions. Alright, last up, bunch of new bootleg CDs. First up is AC/DC. Johnson, live from Johnson City, 88 soundboard with Stevie on rhythm guitar. Stevie O. These are all silvers too. This is on the Eat a Peach label. Kind of packaged like a little mini LP. Really killer sound on that one. Kiss, Kill and Destroy. Demos from 75. It's loaded with demos from 75. This is on the Godfather Records. I have this on vinyl, but pretty killer. Qualities, up and down. Kiss, 76, January 27th of 1976 from Detroit. This is a soundboard, newly released soundboard. This sounds pretty good. I don't think I ever heard this before. I think this is the third night of that tour in Detroit, or third night of in Detroit, I should say. Again, this is on Eat a Peach, made to look like a little mini LP, but pretty killer. Kiss, The Days of Sorrow and Madness. This is a soundboard from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 1974, and Washington, D.C., 1974. This is some of the earliest Kiss soundboard stuff that you're going to see, probably. This is Godfather Records as well. And they're standard, like, trifold digis. But they always put killer artwork in them. You know, to go, and they get the timing, you know, the pictures from that time. You know, a lot of bootlegs, they'll have, it'll be like the Crazy Nights tour from 87 or 88, and they'll have a picture of the Lick It Up tour or something. So, and this one's really different, I thought. It's Kiss, the Psycho Circus Sessions. This has 18 songs on it from that, from those sessions. It's got the first 10 from the album, and I guess the raw form before they were mixed. And then it's got another 8 unreleased tracks from that sessions that were never released. But they all sound perfect. If you're a fan of this record, which I kind of am, even though it's not Ace and Peter on most of it, but there's some good stuff on it. But this is definitely worth checking out, I think. Like I said, it's different. You know, I don't know how whoever got this released it, how they got these sessions, but it's pretty killer. And lastly, a brand new tour from last year, the end of last year. Kiss, this is on Scorpio, UK Press and Kiss in Mexico, 2014. Soundboard, beautiful trifold digi. I don't think it came. Oh yeah, it came with a poster, I think. Or is it 3 discs? That's 3 discs. That's right. It's a triple. 2 audio discs and a DVD. Pro Shot DVD. I found a guy who was giving stuff away basically on eBay. I got this for like, it was like $10 or something like that. And I haven't seen it since, so I don't know if he was just blowing it out or what, but pretty killer. It's a good soundboard, good tour. They do some different stuff, like Tears Are Falling. They do Plaster Caster. War Machine. They put Psycho Circus back into the set. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, that's it for my first all CD update. I'm going to try and do one every so often. I just get a lot of CDs as well as vinyl, but I felt like doing a CD one tonight. There'll probably be a vinyl update later this week. Maybe even like tomorrow or the next day, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see y'all real soon. Peace!